I'm sweating profusely, but I will wear this sweatshirt for this video. No ifs, ands, or buts. What's up, guys? It's Ella. Welcome to my channel, whether you are new here or not. Today we are going to be talking about how I failed my September TBR, and then I'm going to give you my October TBR. There is no catchy way to title this video besides a TBR exchange, and that's not what, that doesn't seem like a good name. Okay, anyway. Okay, so today I'm going to be going over my TBR that I had set for September, whether I succeeded or failed at that TBR, and then I'm going to be giving you guys, or telling you guys, however you want to phrase that, my October TBR. First, let's go over my September TBR and the ways in which actually, I was gonna say the ways in which I failed, but actually, I am looking at this right now, and I did better than I thought. Not great, but better than I thought. The first book that I wanted to read, I wanted to finish Arch Enemies by Marissa Meyer. I've been on page 140 of this book since August. I am still on page 140 of this book. I don't know when I'll be on page 141, or God forbid, finish it. But it wasn't in September, I'll tell you that much. So then I wanted to read The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I'm here to announce that I did in fact read The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I will hold for applause. Thank you. Couldn't have done it without the support of my family. I did in fact read that book, and I will talk to you about that book in my September wrap-up in a few days, whenever I do that. Next, I wanted to read The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, and what do you know? I read The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I know, 2 in a row. We're ignoring Arch Enemies, and we're focusing on the 2 in a row that I did read, because that's more fun for me. Again, I'll talk about it in my wrap-up. Talk about my disappointment regarding that book in my wrap-up. Okay, we were doing really well, and then we got to Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas, and I did not read this. Didn't even think about picking it up. Look at her. Didn't even think about it. Didn't even consider it. Didn't even glance its direction, truly. Wasn't in the mood. No, didn't read it. Then I wanted to read The Reaper by Runix. Didn't read that one either. I'm kind of surprised by that one, honestly, though. I thought I would get to that one because I was so into, what's it called? The Predator. So I enjoyed that one so much, clearly, as you could tell by my recall of the title. No, didn't read it. Wanted to, had every intention, didn't. Next up we have Powerless by Lauren Roberts, another one that I definitely thought I would read this month. Another one that I was wrong and mistaken and didn't read this month. I very much want to read it. I just did not this month. But I kind of want to get the physical copy of it, which, like, not to make excuses, but I kind of want to get the physical copy of that book, and I did not get the physical copy of that book this month. My friend, I think, just bought us John Mulaney tickets. That's so wildly exciting. Next, I wanted to read Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. I did read this one. I did in fact read this one. Again, we'll talk about it in my reading wrap-up. Next, I wanted to read Notes on Your Sudden Disappearance by Alison Esbach, and I did read this one. I had to read this one because I have a book club with my friends and that I started this month, and this was our first book. And so I had to read it as to be a good book club host. And I will, again, talk about it in my wrap-up. Next, I wanted to read Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross, and as of September, today's September 29th. So as of September 29th, when I'm filming this, I'm in the middle of that book, and I think I will finish it. I'm like 50% of the way through, so I'll probably finish it by the end of the month, so I'm gonna count that one as a win. We're counting it as a win. And last on my September TBR, we had Finley, Donovan is Killing It by L.A. Cosimano. Has this book been on my TBR forever? Yes, I think I legitimately purchased this book a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I still did not read it in this month of September 2023. I didn't read it. Also, honorable mention, because I thought I said I was going to read The Secret History by Donna Tartt this month. Really thought I said I was going to, and I'm not seeing it on the list, and I'm really glad because I didn't read it. So I'm not counting this one though because it's not on my list. But I really thought I had it on there. So if I said that in my other video, just know I didn't read it. Those are all of the books that were on my September TBR. I read, well, okay, let's see my, let's do a little county count. I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I read 5 of the 10 that I said I was going to read. That's 50%. I'll take it. But I think I'm going to do a lot better this month, and let's talk about why, because I'm legitimately so excited about my October TBR. My dog makes filming really difficult. You want down? Come here. Okay. Just sitting right there, watching me. Okay. I think I only have 3 of these books physically right now. Nope, I have 4. But it's all the way over there. I almost stepped on all of my books. Okay. The first book that I really want to read in October is Curse of the Wolf. The first book that I really want to read in October is Curse of the Wolf King by Sonia Odette, is how we're gonna say that. This is the first book in the Entangled with Fae series. It is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. The back sounds super good. Sara Crowley loves this series. I don't think she's read this exact book. I think I know. She got, I think, the second book in a blind date with a book, and loved the second book. I forget what retelling, maybe it was a Cinderella retelling, something like that. They're all princess retellings. And she loved the second book, and then wants to go through and read the whole series. So I want to read the series because the way she describes it, it sounds really good. I'm in the mood for something kind of whimsical and fun, and this sounds quite whimsical and quite fun. So I will be reading this. I don't know if it's young adult. I don't know if it's adults. The back says, all Gemma Bellafleur wants is to leave her past behind and forget the day the scandal broke her heart. But when she's captured by a trickster Fae King who threatens to hold her for ransom, she'll find herself at the top of the gossip column yet again. Unless, plagued by a curse that will soon claim his life, the human-hating King Elliot will do anything to save himself, and if Gemma can use that to her advantage, she might be able to bargain her way to freedom. All she has to do is help him break his curse. There's just one hitch. To do so, they'll have to trick someone into falling in love with the beastly, brooding Elliot. I bet I know who falls in love with Elliot. I bet it's Gemma. Up next, we have The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling. I have seen this everywhere. I bought it and it's much thinner than I don't even think this is 300 pages. I think this is, this is 307 or 8 pages. Everybody says that it gives Hocus Pocus vibes. I'm really excited. From what I understand, I just watched a Heather McLary reading vlog, and from what she described it as, it's this girl named Vivian who put a hex on her now ex-boyfriend, and when he comes back to town, it causes issues, and they have to like band together to overcome the hex, or like to break it. I don't know how hexes work. This book will teach me, hopefully. I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna do like a fall Halloween-y book reading vlog. Let me know if you want to see that. And this would absolutely be featured in it. I'm literally so excited to read this book. Okay, so as you can see by my World Bull Riding Federation little Theo Silva sweatshirt from Threaded by Sabrina. I absolutely love the Chestnut Spring series by, I almost said by Daphne Perry. No, by Elsie Silver. I love the Chestnut Spring series by Elsie Silver. The fifth and final book, Hopeless, comes out on October 13th. And I am so excited. It's already pre-ordered. It's ready. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That's definitely on my TBR and will absolutely 110, 150, 204% be read this month. I'm so excited. Up next, I want to read Butcher and Blackbird by Brynne Weaver. From what I understand, again, this is a Heather McLary rec, at least to me, that's where I saw it. She said that it is a dark rom-com, which sounds so fun. I think it's about two serial killers that fall in love. I'm not sure, but if that's what it's about, which I'm almost positive that's what it's about. If that's what it's about, that sounds like a good old dandy time. That sounds like a good time, and it sounds very like October. I really want to read Butcher and Blackbird by Brynne Weaver this month. Next, to knock off a book from my fall TBR, I want to read Never Lie by Frida McFadden. I think this is the one about the people who get locked in the house. Like, they go to see a house and then there's a snowstorm and they get stuck in the house, and the house, like, they want to buy the house. Sorry if I wasn't clear about that when I said they went to see a house. They like went to be shown a house that they potentially wanted to buy and move into. And then I think when they get there, there's a snowstorm. They get locked in the house because of the snowstorm. They get stuck there. They find out that the house is previously owned by a psychiatrist, and they find her psychiatrist tapes, and the psychiatrist like went missing suspiciously, I believe is what this one's about. I've never read a Frida McFadden. This is the one that I want to start with. I know I should probably start with The Housemaid, but I also feel like if I start with The Housemaid, based on what everyone said, if I start my Frida McFadden reading journey with The Housemaid, I will be disappointed with the rest of her books, I think. So we're gonna go with this one. The concept sounds so interesting to me. The concept of this one sounds much more interesting than The Housemaid. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. Sounds really good. I'm really excited. I'm so excited that I am talking so fast I'm out of breath. This one is on my October TBR. Another highly anticipated read. We have Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco. I don't know when this book comes out. October 3rd, maybe? Early in October. And it is it's not the fourth book. So Carrie Maniscalco has a book series about Wrath, who is one of the 7 princes of hell. It's the Kingdom of the Wicked series, and maybe it's just called the Wicked series. I don't know. Kingdom of the Wicked is the first book in the series. She has, so that's like a trilogy. That's a young adult trilogy, and Wrath is the Prince of Hell that one features. It's like his romance with a girl. Well, Wrath obviously is one of the princes of hell. Obviously he has brothers. Princes, plural. He's not the prince of hell. He is one of the princes of hell. And so this one is about his brother Envy, I think. I don't really care who it's about, honestly. I just want to be back with all the brothers. All the brothers are hilarious and like a good time, and the Kingdom of the Wicked series was really good. But get this. This is new adult. It's new adult, so the romance can be like more mature, for lack of a better phraseology. I'm really excited about that one. Sarah Caroli just read it, and she also loved the Kingdom of the Wicked series, and she just read this one because she got an arc. I'm not bitter. She got an arc, and she said it was really good. She said it did not disappoint, so I'm quite excited. Up next, we have... Almost spilled my Stanley. Next, we have The Maidens by Alex Mcilidi'S. This book is so this is the same author that wrote The Silent Patient. The Silent Patient is one of my top 2 favorite thrillers ever, tied only with Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. And when I think back about the plot twists, The Silent Patient gets me more. So this one is... I don't know what it's about. I think it's dark academia. This book says, Edward Focia is a murderer. Of this, Mariana is certain, but Focia is untouchable. A handsome and charismatic Greek tragedy professor at Cambridge University, Focia is adored by staff and students alike, particularly by the members of a secret society of female students known as the Maidens. Wait, that sounds really... I love how I fully purchased this book. And then I'm reading the back and I'm like, wow, this actually sounds really good. Cool. I didn't know what it was about. Mariana Andros is a brilliant but troubled group therapist who becomes fixated on the Maidens when one member, a friend of Mariana's niece, Zoe, is found murdered in Cambridge. So, I guess she's like obsessed with this professor. I've heard mixed things about this, but despite the fact that it has the little half cover, I'm really excited to read it because I really, really enjoyed Alex Mcilidi'S writing for The Silent Patient. That book was phenomenal and absolutely blew me away, and I don't expect the Maidens to blow me away just because of reviews that I've heard about it, but I'm expecting it to be a good time. I'm expecting it to be of interest to me. Hi. Okay, okay. Well, this is fun. All right. Next, I want to read Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score. This is the third book in the Crescent. What's that series called? Do you remember? Knock 'Em Out. I knew he would know. This is the third book in the Knock 'Em Out series. It's about Lucian and Sloane, which is a highly anticipated couple. I didn't anticipate them as much as everybody else. I think everybody else was super duper excited for this book. My mom read it, and she loves the Knock 'Em Out series. My mom read it, and she said that it's her favorite of the three. And then I've heard other people say that it's the best of the three, but then I know some people were really disappointed by it. They were really disappointed. I know some people were really disappointed by it. So I'm excited to read it and to see what I myself think. You look so prestigious. Are you peacocking for the camera? Next up, I want to read Bewitched by You by Kendra Mace. I've never heard anyone talk about this book. My friend Amber's mom actually recommended it to me. Shout out to Amy. I think she like knows the author or something. I don't know. Or maybe the author is just local to me. I don't know. But it says, Luella Pierce is having a mid-witch crisis. Her best friend is at the top of her class and currently on a fast track to land her dream job. Her coven members have all found their passions in life and are excited to start their next chapter. Even her arch nemesis and Barnett University's star football player, Ryan Gardner, has future plans. And I'm guessing she doesn't have plans. I don't know, but it's on my list. And then finally, I recently made a video about book series I need to finish, and so I was like, maybe I should actually start finishing some of those book series. So I want to read Silvered Serpents by Roshani Chokshi. This is the second book. Where's the... Oh, in the Gilded Wolves trilogy. You can't see. I'm pointing at it. It's right there. I just got this book on audio from my library, which is how I read The Gilded Wolves. So I am hoping that I will enjoy, because I really enjoyed the audio of The Gilded Wolves. It was a good time. So I'm hoping that I'll enjoy this audio just as much and that I will be able to slowly but surely get through one of the series. That is on my list of series that I need to finish for my last video. Okay guys, so those are all of the, well, we did two things today. One of the things that we did was we talked about my 50%, my failing grade, I believe. 50% failing? I think so, yeah. We talked about my failing grade for my September TBR. I didn't do well. And then we talked about my hopefully going to pass grade for October TBR. So I'm so excited for October. It's gonna be such a good reading month. So excited, and I'm more optimistic about this TBR than I am about my September TBR. September's always a weird reading month for me. I don't know why, but I don't know. I don't know why it is. It just is. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I will see you when I see you. Bye guys.